Have you always wanted to travel or specifically move abroad? You should do it. So on our channel here, Awaken with Mark, welcome back. We document our travels as a family, having left the United States, specifically California at the time, almost 4 years ago. We've been living throughout East Africa since then. Spent a year in Rwanda. Now we're here in Zanzibar, Tanzania. Got our residencies and we're enjoying life. We're facing the good, the bad, and the ugly, and just sharing our triumphs and inspiration on this channel. So I just wanted to get on here, show a little bit, of the island, and just speak life. We've dealt with different pace of culture, like culture shock, when it came to like shopping, when it came to property, when it came to all types of stuff and all types of challenges. And the challenges never stop. Sometimes we have a little grace period, but yeah, it's about your mindset. I'm working on it all the time. Challenges don't stop. And just wanted to tell all of you ever wanted to move abroad, do it. So begin planning. Not here to rush you or anything like that. I know all types of wild stuff is going down in the United States of America, which, by the way, we don't hate. I have issues with a lot of the policies and various things that I don't like, that affect black people, that affect all people really over there. There are things obviously that are good about the United States, things that are beneficial, so on and so forth. But yeah, you don't have to hate America, but you can begin planning, start in your mindset. Those are things we talk about a lot here. Simple things like counting your blessings, so as that your mind gets addicted to positive wavelengths. So I'm working myself, my brothers, my parents, I'm so grateful that they're retired now. They're in a new chapter of their life. But part of succeeding came from positive mental habits. So think about things if you are trying to move abroad. If that's something you'd like to do, remember, there are a lot of amazing places out there, and there are a lot of incredible protocols and government legal schemes to help you enjoy your time abroad. For example, look into the least corrupt countries. In the least corrupt countries index, you'll find links to that in our Move Abroad. I'm trying to get the title right. The link is in the description. It's an ebook that has links to finding. It's a map online where it just shows you can input any country you want, and it'll give you the ratings of corruption by year. They might also do it by quarter or by like every 6 months. They update as often as they can so that it can put your mind at ease. People aren't gunning for us here or something like that in Africa. I know there's a lot of negative press about the continent of Africa and all the 54 countries. Doing research on least corrupt countries in Africa. Doing research like videos, scouting trips, National Geographic. I'm serious, whatever you want to do so that you can get the idea of where are places in Africa or other continents that you're very fascinated by, that you'd be very excited to do. Visa-free countries for Americans. There are over 100 countries for visa-free Americans that might be of benefit to you, depending on what pace of moving abroad or international living that you're trying to do. Perhaps staying in a country that's visa-free, depending on how you're moving, might be of benefit to you. Look into the countries with the best retirement visa if you're interested in retirement. Best retirement visa options that suit your life the most. Look for the countries with the most attractive digital nomad visa if you're a digital nomad. Take a scouting trip, study up on countries that really excite you. It could be things about the religion, things about the food, things about the dating scene, things about slow pace of life or faster, more metropolitan ways of living. You might really love the history and the art scene in a country. The medical care might really be really attractive to you. Maybe the more natural remedies, the more medical access, whatever it is that you need to design the world and lifestyle that you want. Create something like a Venn diagram of where what you want and what's available meet in the middle, like an intersection, you know, and make a list of those places and focus on those things that appeal to you the most. We've lived in 2 different countries. We're interested in living in other places as well. And so we still practice this. And so one of the things that helps us is becoming obsessed with what we want. You know, taking in stride, taking with a grain of salt, things we hear about in the international news about places that we're interested in. We talk to people in our community, in our WhatsApp groups and things, Facebook groups about, you know, what are the political climates looking like? What are some of the most attractive places for my parents, again, being retired or being a digital nomad? Tourism visas, something as simple as a tourism visa before upgrading to another type of visa. And not letting the drama cloud our judgment about what we want. You know, I hear, for example, all the time, I've never been to Spain. My sister-in-law, as I recall, has visited there, I think. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, it's really horrible for Black Americans in Spain. But at the same time, I'm following newsletters, TikTok, YouTube, all types of stuff where a lot of Black Americans are saying that they're really enjoying their quality of life, whether it's retirement, whether they're my age or younger doing their digital nomad thing or doing remote work. You have to really look at what is it that you want and then judge that against like what's really going on, so that you don't just scratch a place off your list because of hearsay, essentially. Like if you're really fascinated and interested in a place, do your due diligence. We were also recently talking about on another video how I mentioned the tourism visa. When you're scouting a place, one thing you can consider, look at it as it relates to each country, because every country's governance with banking may be different. Some people can go to a country, you might be scouting for a number of months, and something as simple as a tourism visa might be enough for you to open up a bank account and put like $100 in there or something and diversify your money. Now you have USD, but now you've done something psychological and emotional where it's like, wow, this is tangible. You know, you go back to the United States and continue to plan and things like that to go to your country of interest where you just opened up that bank account. You check the app, you go on desktop or whatever, just log in, see that your money's still there, see what the interest may look like and be like, wow, my money's still there. I literally have, I don't know, Tanzanian shillings is what's here in Zanzibar, Tanzania, or francs somewhere in another country. And there's just something about like, wow, it's tangible. I have money literally sitting, international money sitting in an international offshore bank account. I'm one step closer now, you know? And I can go on and on. We'll touch on more stuff in a video. If you're new here, or even if you're a longtime subscriber, I encourage you to binge our videos. We have a lot of playlists about research we've done on places to go, our time in Rwanda, our time here in Zanzibar. If you're really ready for the next level in your planning, I welcome you to join our members only. We have Unfiltered Life here in East Africa. We also have a masterclass tier for those who, I don't know where you are in your journey. But for, you know, monthly subscription, you can be getting these exclusive videos with even more in-depth research and things that we're doing that supports our quality of life living abroad permanently. It's been almost 4 years. Depending on when you watch this, May 18th, 2025 is when we're hosting the next Move Abroad in 3 Easy Steps workshop. If you're thinking about moving abroad, you're thinking about where do you want to go, you're thinking about budgeting, and you're thinking about what are best research hacks that you can practice and implement. We share those things. We've been doing it since last year, and we're doing it again May 18th with you, where we go over those things, the digital downloads that we've created that we give you that we think can help you. And of course, Q&A with my brother and my mom and my dad. That's May 18th. So links to that members only, and other goodies, also freebies, all in the description of this video. Just get addicted to practicing positive thinking about the places you're most interested and fascinated in going if you really want to move abroad. With that, see you on the next video.